Hello and welcome to Comic Books of Future Past. I'm LR, and this week we're going to focus on Atlantis Attacks. Atlantis Attacks was a Marvel comic book saga that was published in 1989. It featured various writers and artists. Certain writers that I can mention right off the bat, to name a few, were Terry Austin, Michael Higgins, and Roy Thomas, to name a few, so to speak. And some of the artists, Michael Vosberg, Ron Wilson. Of course, you may know this one, Rob Liefeld was also on this crossover. Atlantis Attack was a comic book superhero storyline which ran through most of the summer annuals published in 1989. The storyline is somewhat complicated, multi-layered, but it basically was regarding the return of the seven-headed serpent god Seth at the hands of various underwater empires in the Marvel Universe. The title itself is misleading, as the Atlantis itself and its leader Tuma only play a minor role as flunkies to the real mastermind, the Deviant. The Deviant was originally created by the Celestials and was basically, Marvel took this saga and crossed over between all the titles it had, pretty much, such as The Amazing Spider-Man, The Avengers, Fantastic Four, Daredevil, New Mutants, Silver Surfer, Thor, X-Men, and X-Factor. Basically, the plot was somewhat disembodied. It was not bad. I did enjoy the plot, but basically, let me give you a rundown of what the story was about. And not to spoil it for you, because I do want you, if you want to read it, I want to keep it somewhat a surprise. But basically, the Deviant tricks the Silver Surfer into restoring him to physical form as he is floating in space as more of a gas or liquid, so to speak. After a brief battle, the Deviant flees and leaves the Earth, where he plans to help bring back to life the serpent god Seth. He takes various artifacts to form a new serpent crown for the new leader Seth when they come back to life. He forges an alliance with the Tuma, the then ruler of Atlantis, and convinces him to declare war on the surface world, using the Atlantean defenses and military as resources to help fight his battle and to reach his ultimate goal, but not really align himself with the Atlanteans and plans on, turning on them eventually. They develop a formula to transform the human population to mutant serpentmen. They use this formula on various drug addicts in the street, turning them into their servants. They also have a plan to kidnap 7 superpowered female heroes as becoming brides of Seth. Basically, these brides were varied, the 7 people they collected, which were very powerful: Jean Grey, Storm, She-Hulk, the Invisible Girl, Scarlet Witch, to name a few, and Dagger of Cloak and Dagger. And they were able to capture all of them in part of their plan to become brides of Seth when he came back to life. Overall, I thought the saga was pretty good. I always enjoy seeing annual crossovers between all the Marvel lines, and that's something that was done a lot back in 1989 and 1990s with their crossovers, so to speak. So if you are interested, you might want to catch a copy of this. It is available on Omnibus if you want to read it all in one book, that you can get your various comic book stores, or try to collect the individual copies at various expos and Comic-Cons across the nation. I also like to talk about CGC Comics. I happened to meet them this past week. I had just a wonderful time talking to them. They grade comics, and they're out of Florida actually. And basically, if you have a comic book that's worth money or something that's valuable to you, they just want to keep and preserve, they can take care of that for you. They grade it, they check, they examine it, and they give it a grade between 0.5 and 10.0, which is very hard to get, but you could get a 10.0, but most people get 9.8s to 8.5s if they're in very good condition. They seal it up in a hard plastic. It's kept in very good condition. They also put their grade signature on there and their stickers showing that it is certified by CGC. So if you are selling this book or want to keep it, it is certified, and the date and by them. They also will certify it if you had a signature put on there by an artist or a writer. And if they're there, they will certify it with another sticker showing that that is a certified, verified signature of that artist and writer. I did an interview with CGC this past week, and unfortunately the audio quality is not good enough to have me play on this show. I will show some clips of it at the end of this, at the end of my segment here just to show you. I met with one of their representatives, Sam, and he was really nice to meet with me and talk about the process. But I'll play a little clip for that for you. But I do apologize because I had a whole segment set up, but it was done in a comic book store with the signing where Jim Lee was signing, so it was quite loud and the audio was not good. But I'll have that for you shortly so you can see that interview, just a little clips of it. Try to make out the audio what you can, turn up the volume, but it was a very good interview and I do wish I had it for you. Anyway, I'm LR. Thank you for watching Comic Books of Future Past, and stay tuned for a short clip of the video and interview I had with CGC Comics. Thank you.
That it'll say signed by Jim Lee, May 19th, 2017. So when you're buying it, you know that signature has to be authentic because someone from CGC or CGC rep had to be present at the time.
Right.
Because there's so many fake signatures out. That way the buyer, again, online, when they're getting something, they have that guarantee of knowing it's
on Amazon, on eBay, and usually